Hello everyone. Today we'll be looking at the very last thing you're actually going to write in the essay, so congratulations on making it this far. We are really close to being done with the essay. After this, it's really just you formatting, you putting together the final touches. But today we're actually writing the last section, which is very exciting. So as always, I would suggest that you have this open in front of you, the immigration essay template. We are going to be filling in basically all of the boxes that we haven't already filled in. So you should already have a main claim. Today we're going to finish the introduction. Your whole body paragraphs should be done except for your concluding sentences, so we're going to do those guys. And then we are finally going to do the conclusion, and then you are done with the writing portion of the actual essay. We'll be checking back up on it, we'll be formatting, we'll be doing a works cited, we'll be editing, but you will be done with the initial phase of writing, which is fantastic. So let's go ahead and start with the introduction. Your introduction needs to have a grabber, a bridge, and a main claim. You've already written the main claim, so you're already a little ahead. The grabber is going to be a statement that attracts the reader to your essay. It makes them interested. It makes the person actually want to read your essay. Do not underestimate the power of a grabber, as your teachers have to read probably hundreds of these essays, right? We want them to be interesting. We want to read them. You're probably going to get a better grade if you have an interesting grabber, and that's the very first sentence of your entire essay. This could be a quote that you find online that's relevant, right? It can't just be some random quote. It has to be relevant to the topic of your essay. A descriptive scene, so maybe you want to create a hypothetical situation, kind of an imagine if this happened or picture this happening, right? It could be some interesting fact that you find somewhere or an interesting statistic that you find somewhere. It should be 1 to 2 sentences. And if you get the information from somewhere outside of your own head, you need to cite it. And you'll cite it the same way you've been citing for your evidence sentences. You'll just put the author or article title's name in parentheses with a period after. Next up is your bridge. You will see this dog standing on the bridge, so it's very relevant. Your bridge goes right after the grabber, and it serves to connect the grabber and the main claim. So it's going to give us some more background, and it's going to link those two ideas together. This is going to be background information about your topic, so that if I was reading your essay and I had no idea what illegal immigration was, how it was in America, you would give me some background details so I could understand. So these background details can be a variety of things. They can define amnesty, they could define deportation, they could define immigration versus illegal immigration, they could explain why illegal immigration is controversial in America, and this section should be about 2 to 3 sentences as well. So again, make sure that you're giving us some background information in that bridge. And then your last part is your main claim, which we've already done, so we're going to skip ahead a little bit. So right now, you should be able to do this whole paragraph, right? This whole introduction should be done for you. And we've got some kind of guidance right here too in case you need that. Next, we are going to go down in your template to where it says concluding sentences. Remember, there's a concluding sentence here. There is also a concluding sentence here. So make sure you do both of those. And we're going to go over what those should look like. And those are at the very end of your body paragraphs. These are your concluding sentences. So, the concluding sentence is just restating the subclaim in different words. You're not really creating any kind of new concept. Whatever you put as the subclaim, you're just stating it in different words. So this should be pretty simple. You can change up the structure of the sentence if you wanted. You could change the order of the words you're using. You could find synonyms, right? Anything like that. In your concluding sentence for paragraph 1, you should be transitioning to your next paragraph. So this is an example right here. It says, in addition to the benefits to the economy that amnesty provides, so that would have meant your first body paragraph was about the economy. You could say the cultural diversity in the country is also strengthened. So then you're kind of transitioning us, letting the reader know, okay, I just talked about the economy and how amnesty helps it. Next, I'm going to talk about humanitarian issues and why amnesty helps that as well. If it is your second body paragraph, so again, just to make this very clear, this is your first body paragraph, this concluding sentence should transition to the next body paragraph, right? This one should not transition to the next body paragraph. That should not say that, because there's not another body paragraph to transition to. So it can just simply restate the subclaim. Just restate whatever you set up here, right? But in different words. It shouldn't be the same exact words. So that is your concluding sentences. And finally, our conclusion itself. You need the following things in a conclusion. You need to restate your main claim. You need to write a broad statement. And you need to write a so what statement. So restating the main claim, as you can see, these dogs are basically the same. They are restated, right? You have a subject, an opinion, and 2 key reasons why. That formula should look very familiar because it is how you've been doing your main claims, right? So you are restating that main claim just in different words. Again, if you want to change the structure, you want to change the order of the words you use in the sentence, you want to find synonyms, any of those things work to restate the main claim. It's just you putting it in different words, right? So it should be pretty simple because you've already done the hard work of actually writing the main claim. That's your first sentence of your conclusion. Your next sentence of your conclusion is the broad statement. And this can be 2 to 3 sentences. It will explain why the topic is important to the whole world. So why does illegal immigration matter to the entire world rather than just to America? It could give more general ideas of why it should be dealt with now rather than later. Why is it a pressing issue now? It can say how the world should be or how your solution will help the world in general. Any of those things for the broad statement, make sure you're thinking about the world. How is this a world issue? And the last part of your entire essay is the so what statement. This is your last sentence. It is you basically saying, why should anyone care? Why does it matter? So what, essentially, right? You can give a hopeful ending about hopefully this will happen in the future. You can give a call to action, like we need to do blank and blank right now to ensure that America's on the right track, right? So think of what needs to be done now. Really, it's just saying, get to the point, why does this matter, right? And that's going to be your conclusion. So for today and tomorrow, what we want you to focus on is complete the concluding sentences for the 2 body paragraphs on the template form where I showed you, complete the introduction and the conclusion on the essay template form. You're actually not writing that much today, but you are going to be basically finishing your essay. So if we look back at our suggested calendar, we have already done all these things. Today, we're doing introduction, conclusion, and concluding sentences, right? So let's make sure we finish those today and tomorrow. So on Friday, we can do this kind of fun essay puzzle assignment that's really going to help you guys better understand how to format your essay. Okay, thanks for listening, everybody, and we will have another screencast soon.